Teofimo Lopez's own father says that Teofimo is going to go for 2 pay-per-views this year directly off a loss. But how? Stay tuned to this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Subscribe to the channel. Now, I talked about this yesterday on my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe for the latest and greatest. Teofimo Lopez Sr. did an interview in which he said he was going to F up, his son was going to F up Josh Taylor. This is a potential fight. We don't really know officially what the next move is for Teofimo, but we do know he's coming off a loss, lost all his titles to George Kambosos. He's talking about moving up. Now, in this interview, Teofimo's dad said that his son is a pay-per-view star, and they've kind of said this often, like, we're not doing regular top-ranked fights. We beat Lomachenko, so we're pay-per-view stars from here on out. Now, this doesn't sound sensible to me, and I said that in that video yesterday. For more on that, check yesterday's video or subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Now, I don't understand, like, okay, for starters, Teofimo Sr., when they beat Lomachenko, before they lost to Kambosos, they were saying he's a pay-per-view star. I didn't understand it then, so I definitely don't understand it now, coming off of a bad loss, and he lost all his belts. He's moving to a new division, most likely. It says sources, Top Rank is considering Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza Jr. welterweight. So that's at 140 pounds. He just lost at 135, says his body needs a break. His esophagus exploded, according to Bob Arum. So I pulled up some stuff. Well, actually, I didn't pull it up, but you guys get it. I'll pull it up for the sake of this video. Boxing Myths. They released this information. This was the attendance and the official documentation for Teofimo's last fight. Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. Tickets sold, 4,142. They comped 500. So keep in mind, this fight was initially slated to be on Triller. They end up defaulting, so Eddie Hearn and DAZN picked it up for the last half of their last year, basically. Tickets sold 4,100, 4,000 tickets. You comp 500 tickets. The gate revenue was 511,000. So I guess you could say not bad, but it's still not the numbers that one would hope if you utilize and consider taking into consideration what Teofimo's team has said. For starters, Teofimo declared that he was a bigger star than Gervonta Davis. He said, don't let Mayweather talk you into different, but I'm a bigger star. I'm the A side over Gervonta Davis. The lie detector test determined it was a lie, right? Look, boom, we got action. You never know. Teofimo Lopez warns Gervonta Davis not to overprice himself. You are not Mayweather. I am the A side. With these numbers, the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Tank Davis in Atlanta, he did like 16,000 tickets, 16,000 in attendance. Then he had LeBron James and star basketball players at his very last fight, which was a late replacement, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, because Rolly was unable to attend for legal reasons at that given time. Now they might actually fight, right? So, and he did a great attendance there on a Sunday. So this is more proof that everything Boxing Ego has been telling you is accurate. And you don't have to take my word. These are the official commission reports, right? These are the official forms, and you can see the same numbers that Boxing Myths pulled up. So these are the official filed commission reports. Matchroom Boxing, USA LLC, their employee ID, EIN numbers, and a boxing fight, blah, blah, blah. Madison Square Garden, Hulu Theater. So he wasn't even in the big room, right? and it has all the relevant information for Teofimo versus George Kambosos. So it's not the same. Meanwhile, Tank Davis did like 4 or 5 million in his last fight in terms of revenue. There's no comparison, people. So fast forward to Teofimo Sr.'s comments, they sound delusional because he's saying my son's a pay-per-view star. We ain't doing nothing but pay-per-view and top-ranked pay-per-view. And yeah, you're gonna put Arnold Barboza Jr. and Teo on pay-per-view. You're gonna put Teo off a loss on pay-per-view. These are the numbers that he did, albeit outside of Top Rank. But Eddie Hearn, you know, what is he? It's not like he's promoting that event significantly worse than Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? If anything, Eddie Hearn might fluff it up a little bit and put more promo than what we've seen from Top Rank in terms of like billboards and stuff. Eddie spends his money probably a little bit more freely than Bob Arum. So with these type of numbers, it's more confirmation what I said and what Leonard Ellerby has said. He's also been one of the people that said that. Look, boom. Mayweather CEO outs Teofimo September 12th, right? So I've already talked about this several times on the channel. Again, you guys could check some of those previous videos that I did. I don't know where Teofimo's team is getting this information, especially coming off a bad loss. You see pictured here. I don't see where they think that coming off of that performance, they're pay-per-view stars, especially to do 2 pay-per-views. I mean, aside from that, outside of Errol Spence and Canelo, hey, get the pay they. You want pay? Name somebody else who's guaranteed to do like two pay-per-views, you know, outside of Gervonta Davis, Errol Spence, you know, Canelo Alvarez. Teofimo, he didn't, his biggest fight. You see, this is why people come to my channel. I now see my position and what I do for the boxing game. If you want to hear a bunch of lunacy and ludicrous thoughts, go over there. If you want that Death Row East and that truth, then come right here. Because the stuff I'm saying is provable, logical, rational. The stuff they say is not. You can't have a bunch of wishful thinking and expect that boxing is going to follow suit with these myths that you guys create. That is not how this works. So based on the numbers, Teofimo is not the star that he says. He said he's getting $5 million minimums, no less than, right? This is what he said. I told you I'm the master of boxing. I got this. Boom, $5 million minimum. This is what he says in 2020. November 24, 2020. $5 million minimums now, and this is only the beginning. Soon I'll shoot for $20 million minimum. Take a lesson out of my book. So he was feeling himself. In order to make big dollars, you have to take risks. But the winning purse bid, which he went to, was Triller. They defaulted, so they never put up the money. You never got the money from them. So the second winning bid from Eddie Hearn, the amount that he bid would not have you getting $5 million minimum, because he barely bid. I mean, I could pull it up, but Eddie Hearn won the purse bid. Let's pull it up. Listen, I ain't playing no games. George Kambosos purse bid amounts. We'll pull it up to you, because I don't like to give you guys bad information. I know off the top of my head that it's not bad information. So Triller defaulted. Let's get it. They bid 3.56. Matchroom. Okay, so how do you get a $5 million minimum if Matchroom was the second place bidder with 3.56 million? That's not even 5 million for you to get a $5 million minimum, because you also have to split the money a certain percentage to you and a certain percentage to George Kambosos. So how is Teofimo saying that he was getting $5 million minimums? So again, this is what happens when you keep up with the Joneses, or in this case, try to keep up with the Gervontas, try to keep up with the Davises. You're trying to keep up, but you can't keep up, you know. And I'd advise everybody to just know their role, like The Rock say, You know, you just got to know your role and where you're at that given point. It doesn't mean you can't get anywhere in this life, but you can't just, that's not how speaking things into the universe actually works. You don't just speak it and there's no game plan, there's no strategy. You just spoke it, so you're gonna get it, right? So I don't see this whole vision about the 2 pay-per-views. If you guys can tell me who he's gonna fight, his last fight with Lomachenko, this is his biggest fight of his career, and that wasn't on pay-per-view. So how you doing 2 pay-per-views? Boom, the more you know. Drop your thoughts, and you're coming off a loss. The more you know. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm the best in the business. That's all y'all need to know, and I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready. With a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.